Happy Health Day. Yeah, so my name is Ian Robinson and this is my channel, Happy Health Day. And of course, as the name suggests, it's all about health and wellness, right? And in today's video, I'm going to be specifically talking about the 3 things you can do to improve your health right now. The 3 things you can do to improve your health right now. Now, why am I talking about improving the health right now as soon as possible? Well, just in case you haven't heard, there's a virus that is plaguing the world. A lot of people are dying from this virus, right? So the science is showing that most of the people who are contracting the virus are suffering from underlying conditions. The science is also showing that most of the people who are dying from the virus are suffering from said underlying conditions. Now, these underlying conditions are all connected to something called metabolic syndrome. Now, I'm not going to go into details about metabolic syndrome in this video. That's for my next video. However, metabolic syndrome basically means that you're not healthy in terms of you have high cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney problems, heart problems, right? So metabolic syndrome is a sum total of all those things put together. Now, a lot of people are suffering from this condition, and what this condition does basically, it weakens your system, weakens your immune system, weakens all your body systems, and makes you very susceptible to viral infections, very susceptible to all kinds of illnesses, right? So the steps that I'm going to give you to improve your health basically diminishes the effect of metabolic syndrome, right? And the 3 steps are this. Number 1, eat healthy foods. Number 2, diminish stress. Number 3, become more active. So, as far as the first thing on the list is concerned, which is to eat better foods, it's pretty straightforward. Eating better foods, meaning to eat whole foods. When I say whole foods, I'm not talking about the supermarket. When I say whole foods, I'm talking about foods that are alive, foods that are green and colorful, foods that are natural, foods that are not made from refined wheat, refined flour, like the pasta, rice, anything regular baked goods. So when I say eating well, I'm meaning to cut out these foods and take in more whole foods. Now, when I say whole foods, I'm talking about foods that are alive, foods that are real, foods that come with enzymes, foods that are living, foods that add to your life. Now, the reason why you need to eat whole foods is simply because whole foods have more micronutrients. Micronutrients meaning micronutrients essentially mean the nutrients that your body needs, such as the natural elements, natural molecules, natural minerals that are beneficial for cellular function. These nutrients, these micronutrients, are used to repair your cell, protect your DNA, help to produce hormones, boost your immune system, to supply your organs with what they need to survive and function better. So you need better foods in order to provide yourself with more micronutrients that are very essential to your cells and essential to your bodies. Now, the junk food don't have micronutrients. Junk food is basically nothing but carbs, nothing but empty carbs that leads to you gaining weight, leads to you gaining high blood pressure, leads to you becoming diabetic, leads to you blocking your arteries, right? And leads to you increasing your LDL, which is deadly for your heart. And LDL basically is low density lipoproteins or low density lipids. These are very deadly things that are loaded in processed foods and highly refined foods. So again, improve your diet by eating more whole foods, more fruits and vegetables, more vegetables more than anything else, because a lot of the fruits that we even eat today are highly GMO developed, and they will essentially spike your insulin level. So I would say more vegetables, right? Some fruits you have to, maybe you can do, well, actually the best fruits to eat really are the berries, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, because they have all the polyphenols, they have all the nutrients, and they do not spike your blood sugar level, right? Because again, metabolic syndrome has a lot to do with your blood sugar, aka your blood insulin level. Now, again, another thing with having a better diet is this: cut out the vegetable oils. Vegetable oils are dangerous. Vegetable oils are unnatural. Vegetable oils actually leads to an increase in LDL. Again, LDL, low density lipoproteins, leads to an increase in those lipoproteins in your bloodstream and in your body, which is not good for you, because again, all that's going to lead to clogging your arteries, leading to heart attacks, right? Leading to strokes, even connected to Alzheimer's. Strangely enough, deep vein thrombosis, pulmonary embolisms. So that's the dangerous thing with the LDLs. Now, the best type of fats or oils to consume are the animal fats and animal oils. Now, when we say animal fats, we're talking about things like butter, ghee, geese fat, even chicken fat, because these are filled with more omegas. And people used to say these things are bad, animal fats are bad, but now the science is proving that animal fats are better because they also increase your vitamin D level. These animal fats also help you to produce all the good hormones, testosterone and all the other good hormones that you need, right? These animal fats are also filled with HDL, which is high density lipoproteins. Now the HDL are very good. They're much better than the LDL. The HDL actually protects you from heart attacks. It protects your blood vessels. Another key thing with these things is that your brain is maybe like 75% fat. Your brain is 75% made of fat, essentially. All these fats that you'll be taking, these natural animal fats, is actually helping your brain, helping to build up your brain, helping to build up your nervous system. The second thing on the list, as far as improving your health is concerned, is diminish your stress level. Okay, let me explain. Stress is destructive. Stress leads to high blood pressure. High blood pressure is associated with metabolic syndrome, right? Now, how can you diminish your stress level? Well, you can of course diminish your stress level by taking on some mindfulness techniques, some mindfulness practices, yoga, meditation, relaxation, aromatherapy, all those good things that make you relax. Another key way to diminish your stress is to stay away from stressful situations. Stressful situations increase your negative thoughts. When you have negative thoughts, you begin to produce more adrenaline. You get into a fight or flight mode. Now, a fight or flight mode is a good thing. It keeps you alive. It is the thing that kept our ancestors alive. But the thing with the fight or flight mode, if it is happening on a chronic, on a regular basis, and it's happening like clockwork, it begins to cause high blood pressure and it becomes problematic. It can even damage your kidneys after a while, right? So, let me give you my personal story about stress and my bout with stress, right? So, I worked in the public school system. Very stressful job. So I realized that every morning when I got up to take a shower to go to work, I would have a massive headache. This massive headache resulted from the fact that I'm thinking negatively about going to work. So my body was going into a fight or flight mode. And how do I know that? Because I could feel my adrenaline gush, right? I could feel an adrenaline surge in my body, and the adrenaline surge was causing my blood glucose level to increase, because that's what adrenaline does. It causes your cell to release the glucose that's stored within them to get released in your bloodstream, right? So basically, my blood sugar level would spike because of my adrenaline, give me a massive headache. And of course, this blood sugar spike is all about protecting you. It's all about setting you up for the fight or flight moment, right? So I'm going through this cycle on a daily basis, over and over again. And then this became so chronic to the point where it was happening on clockwork. It was happening the same time every single day. So what I had to do to diminish that stress, I had to get myself out of that job, because I actually ended up in the hospital at one point. Yep, crazy. So I had to get away from that job. So my advice, again, with how to combat stress, is to separate yourself from the stressful situation, because stress is a silent killer. Stress kills. That high blood pressure is dangerous, right? If you're in a stressful relationship, get out of it. If you're in a stressful job, get a new job. Move on with your life. That's it. Now, the next thing to pay close attention to as far as improving your health today is you have to become more active. You have to exercise more, become more physically active and physically involved in things. More walking, more running, more swimming, more bike riding, more hiking in the woods. Do more physical things as opposed to just sitting on the sofa wasting away. Let me tell you this. A lack of physical activity leads to obesity. Yeah, lack of physical activity leads to a decline in testosterone. And we know that testosterone is a great sex hormone, and not only that, testosterone is a great hormone that actually gives us cognitive benefits. Another key thing to pay attention to when it comes down to physical activity is that when you're more active, your body begins to produce more HGH, which is human growth hormones. Now, this is how human growth hormones work. The more human growth hormones you have, is the more cells your body will be producing, more cells than it is losing. So you will be gaining more cells than you're losing if you have a higher level of HGH, which is the human growth hormones. Now, if your human growth hormones level go flatline and diminish and go into the negative, guess what happens? You're beginning to waste away. More cells will die than cells are being replaced in your body. Essentially, you'll be losing more cells than you're gaining, which is essentially the aging process. You'll be aging faster. You'll be wasting away. So that's one key reason to become more active in life. So again, it's key for us to pay very close attention to our health. And the thing is, remember, you only need 3 simple steps to get you started in the process, and you can use these simple steps today. You can start right now. And yes, it might take time, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Everything takes patience. It took you years to diminish your health, so it's gonna take you some time to improve your health, but you have to start today, one step at a time, little by little. So again, these 3 steps are: take on a better diet, diminish your stress, become more active, get away from the sedentary lifestyle, get away from the junk food, get away from the stress. Because the more you avoid these 3 things, the more you will avoid metabolic syndrome. And again, the science is saying that most of the people who are coming down with this virus have metabolic syndrome. So again, in my next video, I will go into details about what metabolic syndrome is and the characteristics of this condition that is causing so much problems for people. Right? So again, welcome to Happy Health Day. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Peace out.